If you are 60 or older and you shop at Walmart, Kroger, or Costco, you need to hear this. Because right now, in June 2026, there is a very good chance that you are leaving real money on the table every single time you walk through those doors. Some of it is because discounts exist that nobody at the register will ever bring up unless you specifically ask. Some of it is because programs that millions of seniors believe are still active have quietly disappeared, and people are going to those stores expecting savings they are never going to receive. And some of it involves programs that are so new or so underpublicized that even people who research this stuff regularly have not heard about them. Today, I am going through all of it. What is real in 2026? What is gone? What the cashier is almost certainly never going to tell you, and the specific steps that actually put money back in your pocket if you are on a fixed income and shopping at these stores every week. Before we get into it, subscribe right now and turn on the bell. Retail policies, store programs, and discount structures change constantly, and the seniors who get hurt the most are the ones who assume things are still the same as they were 2 years ago. The people watching here find out before they make the trip. Subscribe now and let's get into it. Let me start with the biggest misconception in all of senior retail savings, because I want to clear this up before anything else. Because if you are walking into Walmart expecting a senior discount, you are setting yourself up for frustration, and you are missing the actual savings that are available to you there. Walmart does not have a senior discount, not on Tuesdays, not on any other day, not online, not in the app, not in any form whatsoever. This has been confirmed directly by Walmart multiple times through 2026. There is no 60-plus program, no 65-plus savings card, no age-based pricing of any kind at any Walmart location in the United States. Multiple sources that track these programs verified this as recently as just a few months ago. What makes this particularly important is that thousands of articles online still claim a Walmart senior discount exists, and every single one of those articles is wrong. The misinformation causes real problems. Seniors drive to Walmart expecting a discount that is never going to happen. They feel confused when it does not work, and in the process, they miss the programs that actually do exist and that are genuinely worth knowing about. So here is what Walmart actually offers for seniors, and this is where the conversation gets genuinely useful. The first is called Walmart Plus Assist, and it is one of the most underused programs for seniors on fixed incomes in the entire country. Walmart Plus is the company's membership program. At full price, it costs $98 a year, or $12.95 a month, and it includes free same-day grocery delivery on orders of $35 or more, free shipping on Walmart.com purchases, free pharmacy delivery, 10 cents off per gallon at over 14,000 partner gas stations, and a free subscription to either Paramount Plus or Peacock, which on its own runs close to $100 a year. Walmart Plus Assist is the same membership with every single identical benefit, but at exactly half the price. $49 a year, or $6.47 a month. The difference is that Walmart Plus Assist is for people who are enrolled in qualifying government assistance programs. And here is where most people are surprised, because the qualifying list is significantly broader than most people expect. SNAP, which is food stamps, qualifies. Medicaid qualifies. Supplemental Security Income qualifies. WIC qualifies. LIHEAP, which is Low-Income Home Energy Assistance, qualifies. Federal Public Housing Assistance qualifies. Veterans Pension Benefits qualify. Federal Pell Grants qualify. And several tribal assistance programs qualify. If you are receiving any one of these programs, you are eligible for Walmart Plus at half the price. And the verification takes only a few minutes through a free service called Share ID, which Walmart uses as its eligibility partner. You go to walmart.com/plus/assist, start the verification, and Share ID confirms your enrollment electronically. The process does not require a credit check and does not affect your existing benefits in any way. Here is the math that makes this worth acting on immediately. If you use grocery delivery even twice a month at Walmart and you are currently a non-member, each delivery costs $9.95, which adds up to $238.80 in delivery fees over a full year. A Walmart Plus Assist membership costs $49. That is a net savings of nearly $190 on delivery fees alone, before you account for fuel savings, pharmacy delivery, or the streaming subscription. A senior who cancels a separate Paramount Plus subscription worth around $96 a year and replaces it with the free one included in Walmart Plus Assist is effectively getting the membership for free and coming out ahead. For anyone receiving SNAP, Medicaid, SSI, or any other qualifying program who has not checked this out yet, going to walmart.com/plus/assist is worth doing this week, not next month. There is one critical warning on this program that caught a lot of people off guard last year and will catch more people off guard this year if they do not know about it. Walmart Plus Assist requires re-verification every 12 months. Walmart and SheerID send an email around the time of your renewal asking you to confirm that you are still enrolled in a qualifying assistance program. If you miss that email, if it goes to spam, if you do not check email frequently, your membership does not get canceled. It silently auto-renews at the full price of $98 a year instead of the discounted $49. That is $49 extra, charged without any additional warning that you should not be paying. The way to protect yourself is simple. The moment you sign up for Walmart Plus Assist, set a reminder in your calendar for 11 months from the sign-up date that says Check Walmart Plus Assist Re-Verification. When that reminder goes off, log into your Walmart account, check the membership status, and make sure the discounted rate is still applied. That one calendar reminder is the difference between continuing to pay $49 and suddenly being charged $98. And if you currently pay the full $98 and you now realize you qualified for Assist all along, you can switch at any time. When you complete the SheerID verification and switch to Assist pricing, Walmart provides a prorated refund for the unused portion of your current billing period. You do not have to wait until your renewal date to fix this. One more thing on Walmart that the cashier at the front of the store is absolutely never going to bring up. If you have a Medicare Advantage plan, meaning a Medicare plan through an insurance company rather than traditional Medicare, call the member services number on the back of your insurance card and ask specifically this question. Does my plan include an OTC or grocery allowance benefit, and can I use it at Walmart? Many Medicare Advantage plans in 2026 include a monthly benefit that puts money on a card, sometimes between $35 and $275 per month, depending on the plan and your state, that can be used to buy groceries and over-the-counter health items. These cards are frequently accepted at Walmart. A senior combining a Medicare Advantage grocery allowance with Walmart Plus Assist free delivery and SNAP online purchasing can be stacking multiple layers of savings on a single Walmart shopping trip. And most of the people who qualify for all of these things have never been told that all three can work together at the same time. Now let's talk about Walmart's pharmacy program, because this is where the real money is for a very large portion of seniors who manage chronic conditions, and the cashier at the front register will absolutely never mention this because it has nothing to do with their job. Walmart operates one of the most powerful generic prescription programs in the country, and it requires no membership, no insurance, and no enrollment of any kind. It works like this. Bring your prescription to the Walmart pharmacy counter, ask the pharmacist about the $4 prescription program. For a 30-day supply of hundreds of common generic medications, you pay $4. For a 90-day supply of the same medications, you pay $10. That is 3 full months of medication for $10. The program covers generics for conditions including high blood pressure, high cholesterol, diabetes, thyroid conditions, mental health, and dozens of other chronic conditions that seniors commonly manage. For someone managing 4 or 5 of these conditions and currently paying retail prices, this single program can reduce a monthly drug bill that might be running $80 to $200 down to $12 to $16. That is savings of close to $2,000 a year for nothing more than asking the pharmacist about the program and handing over your prescription. There are a few states where the pricing is slightly higher, including California, Hawaii, Minnesota, Montana, Pennsylvania, Tennessee, and Wisconsin, and the program is not available in North Dakota. But for the vast majority of people watching this, the program exists at your nearest Walmart pharmacy and requires nothing except showing up and asking for it. Now let's move to Kroger, and here is where millions of seniors are currently operating on outdated information that is costing them time and causing real frustration. Kroger used to offer a dedicated senior discount program. In the early 2000s, the program launched and gave shoppers aged 59 and older a discount of 5 to 10% on their total purchase at most Kroger locations. It was one of the most reliable savings programs in grocery retail for seniors for over a decade. That program has been phased out. According to multiple independent sources tracking this, Kroger discontinued its regular senior discount program across most of its locations between 2017 and 2024, with the specific timing varying by region and banner. As of 2026, there is no regular weekly or monthly senior discount day at standard Kroger stores on a company-wide basis. What does still happen on occasion is that Kroger brings back one-day senior discount events at the regional level. In April 2026, Kroger announced a senior discount day at all of its stores in the greater Cincinnati area and at most locations in Columbus, Indianapolis, Atlanta, Louisville, Nashville, and Detroit, giving shoppers 55 and older 5% off their total purchase for that one day. These events are announced with very little advance notice and are not permanent recurring programs. They are one-day promotions. The practical implication is this: if you shop at Kroger and you have been going on a specific day of the week because you assumed a standing senior discount was still in place, call your specific store location directly and ask whether they currently have any senior discount program active. Do not assume the answer is yes. In most cases it is not, and finding out at the register that the discount you expected is not there is an avoidable frustration. What Kroger has built in place of the old discount program is a digital coupon and loyalty system that does offer real savings, but requires a different set of habits to use effectively. The free Kroger loyalty card, which you can get at any store location or sign up for online at Kroger.com, is the foundation of everything. Once you have the card, you gain access to the weekly sale prices that are already lower than standard shelf prices on hundreds of items, rotating every week. On top of that, Kroger offers more than 200 digital coupons at any given time that can be loaded onto the loyalty card through the Kroger app or website. When you check out with the card, the discounts apply automatically to whatever eligible items are in your cart. For seniors who have a smartphone and are comfortable with the app, the digital coupon system can generate genuinely significant savings on staples like bread, dairy, canned goods, and produce on a consistent weekly basis. For seniors who do not use a smartphone, the loyalty card still captures weekly sale prices without needing to clip anything. The in-store sale price applies automatically to card members on sale items without any additional action required. One more Kroger savings point that almost nobody mentions in these conversations. If you shop at a Kroger family store in a state that still has a regional senior discount, the situation may be different from your nearest standard Kroger. The Kroger company owns a large network of regional grocery chains operating under different names. This includes Harris Teeter, Fred Meyer, Fry's, King Soopers, Smith's Food and Drug, Mariano's, and others. Some of these regional banners still maintain their own independent senior discount programs that were not eliminated the same way the main Kroger program was. Harris Teeter, for example, still offers 5% off for shoppers 60 and older every Thursday with the free Vic loyalty card at participating stores. Fred Meyer still offers 10% off for shoppers 55 and older every first Tuesday of the month. If you live in a market served by one of these Kroger-owned regional chains rather than a standard Kroger store, your situation may be significantly better than the national Kroger picture suggests. The practical step is to call your nearest store, whatever banner it operates under, and ask directly what senior discount programs are currently active, on which day, and what you need to bring with you to use them. Now let's talk about Costco, and I want to open with something that very few people know and that can save a meaningful amount of money even for people who have never been inside a Costco warehouse. Costco is a membership club. Most of what happens inside those warehouses requires you to pay a $65 annual membership fee for Gold Star access or $130 for an executive membership. But there is one major exception, and it is protected by law in most states. Costco's pharmacy is legally required to serve non-members. You can walk into a Costco location, go directly to the pharmacy counter, and fill a prescription without ever presenting a membership card. This is not a loophole or an unusual policy. It is a legal requirement that applies to pharmacy access in membership warehouse clubs across most of the country. And it exists specifically because legislators recognized that restricting pharmacy access to members only would create an unjust barrier to healthcare. Pharmacy experts who track prescription pricing confirmed in early 2026 that Costco consistently has some of the lowest cash prices on prescription medications among any major pharmacy chain in the country. Their markup on generic medications is capped at roughly 14 to 15% above wholesale cost, compared to 25 to 50% or higher at chain pharmacies like CVS and Walgreens. To put that into concrete numbers, a typical patient taking 3 common generic medications for chronic conditions might pay close to $400 less per year filling those same prescriptions at Costco instead of a standard chain pharmacy. Over a decade of retirement, at the same medications and pricing trajectory, that difference approaches $4,000 in pharmacy spending, entirely avoidable by walking into a different building. Even compared to Walmart's $4 prescription program on the same medications, Costco often comes out ahead, particularly for medications not on Walmart's $4 list. The practical approach that independent pharmacy researchers recommend is to check both options before committing. Pull up your list of medications. Call or visit both the Walmart pharmacy and the nearest Costco pharmacy. Ask for the cash price, not the insurance price, on each medication. Then compare the out-of-pocket cost at each location. This comparison costs you nothing and takes less than 15 minutes, and the difference it reveals on certain medications can be substantial. For Costco members, the savings go further through what is called the Costco Member Prescription Program. Members who have no prescription drug insurance or whose insurance does not cover certain medications can access additional discounts through this program that go beyond the standard non-member pricing, with savings that can reach up to 80% on some medications compared to full retail prices at traditional chain pharmacies. The member prescription program does require a paid Costco membership, which is the $65 Gold Star level. But for a senior managing multiple chronic conditions and currently paying high prices at a chain pharmacy, the math on whether that membership pays for itself through pharmacy savings alone is worth doing with your specific medication list and current costs. One more Costco development from 2026 that is worth knowing about, especially if you are on a Medicare Advantage plan. Costco entered into a formal partnership with Scan Health Plan, which is one of the largest nonprofit Medicare Advantage plans in the country, making Costco a preferred pharmacy network for Scan members. This partnership started in late 2025 and expanded into additional states in January 2026, giving Scan Health Plan members enhanced cost savings on medications, vaccines, and over-the-counter wellness essentials when they fill prescriptions at Costco. If you have a Medicare Advantage plan, call the member services number on your insurance card and ask whether Costco is in your preferred pharmacy network. If your plan includes this benefit, you may be paying less at Costco than you would at any other pharmacy on your network, and the savings stack on top of what is already among the lowest pharmacy pricing available. Now let me cover the stores where the discounts are both real and consistently underused, because the Walmart, Kroger, and Costco conversation is important, but it is not the only place seniors can save significantly right now. Kohl's is one of the strongest retail discount programs for seniors that still exists in full force in 2026, and a surprisingly large number of people who qualify have either never used it or do not know the strategy that maximizes it. Every Wednesday, anyone 60 or older gets 15% off regular priced items purchased in store. There is no coupon to bring. There is no app to open. You walk in, you show your photo ID when you reach the register, and you ask the cashier to apply the senior discount before they begin scanning your items. The phrase to use is, "Say this before anything gets rung up. I'd like to apply my senior discount, please," and then show the ID. If you wait until after the transaction is finalized, they cannot apply it retroactively, so the timing matters. The discount applies to in-store purchases only and does not work online, and it does not stack with certain other coupons on the same transaction. But here is the strategy that makes a meaningful difference over a month of shopping. Kohl's runs clearance events regularly and has a rewards currency system called Kohl's Cash that accumulates based on your purchases. The optimal approach is to use the Senior Wednesday discount for full-priced items, where 15% produces the biggest dollar savings, and to use Kohl's Cash on other days to pay for clearance items where the markdown is already significant. Running both of these approaches over a month consistently results in paying a fraction of the sticker price on clothing, shoes, and household goods. Walgreens has a program that is free to join, and that a significant portion of seniors who shop there regularly either do not have active or have never been told the full scope of what it offers. On the first Tuesday of every month, anyone 55 or older who is enrolled in the free My Walgreens Rewards program gets 20% off regular priced merchandise purchased in store. The scope of what that covers is much broader than most people think. It covers vitamins, household supplies, over-the-counter medications, personal care items, snacks, and essentially all general merchandise outside of prescriptions and a small number of specific exclusions. The enrollment process is free and takes about 30 seconds at the register. You tell the cashier you want to sign up for My Walgreens, they add your phone number to the system, and from that point forward, the discount applies automatically every first Tuesday when you enter your phone number or scan the app. For people who cannot always make it to the store on that specific Tuesday, Walgreens also offers the same 20% discount for online orders using a specific senior code that activates for a full week each month. For this reason, even if you shop primarily online, the program is worth having enrolled and active. One strategy that most Walgreens shoppers never think to check. Before you assume the first Tuesday discount is the highest available savings on a specific item, open the Walgreens app and check the digital coupons and sale prices on whatever you plan to buy. Sometimes an item is already marked down through a digital promotion by more than 20%, and those two discounts may not combine, which means the digital deal is actually the better option on that specific product in that specific week. A 30-second comparison before you check out tells you which approach saves more on each item in your basket. Ross Dress for Less has one of the most consistent senior discount programs of any major retailer, and because Ross already prices merchandise significantly below department store prices, the effect of the discount compounds in a way that is not obvious until you do the math. Every Tuesday, not the first Tuesday of the month, but every single Tuesday of the year, shoppers 55 and older get 10% off their entire purchase. There is no enrollment required. Bring a government-issued ID and tell the cashier before they start ringing your items. Here is the insider detail that makes the Ross Tuesday discount particularly powerful. Ross receives its weekly markdown lists on Sundays, and fresh clearance items hit the store floor on Monday afternoons. If you walk in on Tuesday morning, you are getting first access to the newest clearance merchandise, which has already been marked down from the already reduced Ross price, and then your 10% senior discount comes off on top of those clearance prices in the same transaction. That combination, already reduced Ross prices, plus current week clearance markdowns, plus 10% off everything in your cart, produces a final price per item that is often a fraction of what you would pay anywhere else for the same type of merchandise. Michael's is one more discount that deserves specific attention because it works differently from every other retailer in this list in one key way. The Michael's senior discount of 10% is available every day of the week, not on a specific day, and there is no enrollment or loyalty program required. If you craft, sew, knit, scrapbook, do home projects, or buy seasonal decorations, 10% off every day means every visit qualifies regardless of when you go. The other layer that makes Michael's worthwhile is that the store runs weekly promotional discounts of 40 to 60% off specific product categories, and in most cases, the senior discount stacks on top of those promotional prices. A product already marked 40% off the regular price with a 10% senior discount on top of that brings you to 50% off or more in a single transaction. The caveat is to confirm the stacking before the cashier finalizes the sale, because occasionally a specific promotional item will have restrictions. Asking before the transaction closes takes 10 seconds and ensures you always know what price you are actually paying before the money is gone. At Goodwill, the situation varies enough by location that the only reliable way to know what your specific store offers is to call ahead or ask at the register. But the potential savings at locations with strong programs make it worth finding out. Many national Goodwill locations offer a senior discount, but because each regional Goodwill operates independently, both the discount amount and the qualifying day differ by location. Some regional Goodwills offer 30% off for seniors on a specific weekday. Others offer 20% every day for seniors, with an additional 20% on a designated senior day, effectively making that day a 40% discount day. At thrift store prices, which are already dramatically below retail for the same categories of items, a 30% additional discount means you are paying a tiny fraction of what the identical item would cost in any other retail environment. The same principle applies at Salvation Army thrift stores, where most locations offer a senior discount ranging from 25 to 50% off on one specific day per week, and at many locations, that discount can be combined with the color tag sale that marks certain items down 50% based on their tag color. The combination of a senior discount on top of color tag pricing at Salvation Army can bring the final price of an item to nearly nothing. Policies are location specific, so calling your nearest store to ask what day their senior discount is active and whether it stacks with color tag sales is the one-time action that unlocks this for you. Now let me give you the summary of everything in practical terms, because the most important thing is not just knowing what exists, but knowing exactly what to do with it. On Walmart, there is no senior discount based on age, and any website or person who tells you otherwise is giving you wrong information. What does exist is Walmart Plus Assist at $49 a year for anyone on SNAP, Medicaid, SSI, Veterans Pension, or other qualifying programs, available at walmart.com/plus/assist with Sheer ID verification. Set a calendar reminder 11 months from enrollment to re-verify so the price does not silently jump to $98. If you are already paying $98 and you qualify for Assist, switch now and get a prorated refund for the difference. Also check whether your Medicare Advantage plan includes a monthly grocery or OTC allowance usable at Walmart. And go to your Walmart pharmacy and ask specifically about the $4 prescription program for your generic medications. It requires no membership, no enrollment, and no insurance. On Kroger, the regular company-wide senior discount program is gone from most locations. Occasional one-day events come back at the regional level with little notice, so calling your specific store occasionally to ask if one is coming up is worth doing. Enroll in the free Kroger loyalty card if you have not already, because it captures weekly sale prices without any additional action. If your nearest Kroger family store operates under a different banner, call and ask specifically what senior programs that banner currently has active, because Fred Meyer and Harris Teeter, both Kroger-owned, still have standing weekly programs. On Costco, the pharmacy is open to you right now, today, with no membership required, by law. Before you fill any prescription at a chain pharmacy, call the nearest Costco pharmacy and ask for the cash price on your medications. Compare that price to what you currently pay. The difference on many common generics is significant enough to justify driving further. If you are a Costco member, ask about the member prescription program for additional discounts. And if you are on a Medicare Advantage plan, call your insurer and ask whether Costco is in your preferred pharmacy network. On Kohl's, go on Wednesdays, bring your ID, say the words senior discount before the cashier starts ringing, and stack the savings with Kohl's Cash on clearance visits on other days. On Walgreens, get the free My Walgreens enrollment done at the register on your next visit, and mark the first Tuesday of every month as your primary Walgreens shopping day. On Ross, go on Tuesday morning, bring your ID, and say the discount before items get scanned. Tuesday morning means access to the fresh clearance that hit the floor Monday afternoon, plus 10% off on top. On Michael's, show your ID any day of the week and ask. Confirm stacking with promotional prices before the sale is finalized. On Goodwill and Salvation Army, call your nearest location and ask what day the senior discount is active and whether it combines with current sale tags. That one call is all that stands between you and potentially 40 or 50% off everything in the store on the right day. The stores are not going to volunteer any of this. The cashier is focused on moving the line. The system is not designed to tell you when you qualify for something. That is the reality of how retail works in 2026. But you now have every piece of this picture in one place. Share this with someone you know who shops at any of these stores, because the person most likely to be overpaying right now is the one who never heard any of this and has been assuming the same policies they learned years ago are still in place. Subscribe so you find out when any of this changes, because it will, and when it does, you will hear it here.